Hey and welcome back to my channel. Today is a really exciting video. I am loving the results of cleaning out my fridge. So come join me. We are going to tackle this mess of a fridge. After a full month of hosting in December, things just got really out of hand. So we're gonna go through every single thing in my fridge, clean everything out, and really put some organization tactics in place to help us buy more carefully and be less wasteful with what we're putting into our fridge and what we're purchasing. So first things first, let's take everything out of the fridge.
But you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, some days you wake up and nothing works, you feel surrounded. Gotta give your feet some gravity to get you grounded. Keep good things inside your ears just like the waves and sound it. And just say whatever, cause there is no way you're grounded. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay.
After I vacuum out all the crumbs in the fridge, I'm just taking my Myers in the lemon scent and giving everything a good wipe. The last time that this fridge was wiped was 3 years ago when we moved into the house. And by wiped, I mean like a thorough clean. So it was definitely overdue, and if you're like me, you've probably been avoiding that too. Something I found helpful is make sure that you take out anything that can be taken out to give it a more thorough wash in the sink rather than just wiping with product inside the cold fridge. So once everything is out of the fridge, we began organizing by liked products. So all of our, breakfast jams and peanut butters would go together, all of our barbecue sauces would go together, etc., etc. We had a lot of produce in there that was going bad, that was in the bottom of the drawer, so that's something that we are working on being more conscious of. This was the moment where I really felt overwhelmed. There was just so much going on. I couldn't believe how much came out of our fridge. So I started organizing and putting back in the nice clean fridge just to see that progress and to feel like the job was getting closer to being done. We ended up having 5 peanut butter jars. Don't know how that happens, but keeping them all together really helps understand what our tendencies are. We really like peanut butter. Apparently we just kept opening jars. Now we know that we've got 5 open, so we've got to start eating the ones that are oldest. This is all the product that has gone expired. We, again, are going to try to be more conscious of this, or we will be more conscious of this. But really seeing how much product waste you have, I think, is the first step to, not doing it again. I also went through and I washed all the good produce and had it ready to go, so it was just more accessible throughout the week. We were actually heading on a vacation, so we don't have much produce in the fridge, but I wanted to have everything washed and ready to go so that we were sure to use it up before we left. And just when you think you are done everything, we've got to tackle that freezer too. So same process, same step as the fridge, taking everything out of the freezer, wiping everything down, and then going through and organizing, purging, and making the freezer a more useful space for us. Again, we couldn't believe how much actually fit in our freezer, but we got a lot of different meal ideas based on what we had, and a lot of smoothie recipe ideas. We had so much fruit, frozen fruit in the freezer, and I actually made a shelf dedicated just for smoothies. Alright, here's the final look at the freezer and fridge. You can see I put all of our smoothie stuff up on one shelf, all the fruit and avocado, anything we need to make smoothies. Then I did all of our potatoes and our seafood on one shelf, and I thought stacking this was really nice for knowing like what was behind each product. Then we have a dessert shelf with ice cream and cookies and all dessert stuff. Then we had all of our vegetarian meat and our real meat in a drawer. Underneath that, we had all pastas and then kind of odds and ends, like different appetizers. And I felt stacking like this was really good for being able to see what everything was. In the bottom drawer, we did half the drawer as bread and half of them as frozen veggies. In the side of the fridge, it was a little bit more difficult to organize, but we just had odds and ends. We had all of our sauces, some oats, some butters, chocolate. I love to keep my chocolate in the freezer. Cold chocolate is the best. So kept a whole drawer for that. I put the freezies in one of these compartments as well, just to keep everything a little bit organized because that freezy box took up so much room. And then we had a shelf for all of our ice packs and things, and then more meat underneath in this deep freeze drawer. So that was the freezer, and it looks so neat. If you like to see before and afters, go to my Instagram at AfterTap and swipe left and right. It is so satisfying. In the fridge, I moved all the drinks up to the top, plus my protein powders. Then in my next one, it was pasta sauces and salsas in one compartment, which I got from the dollar store, and honey in the other. Then I just put my eggs there. The next drawer down is all my leftovers. And then in the cheese drawer, I kept the pizza sauces separate in a container. Then all the cheeses that aren't used and all the cheeses that are open, and then our cream cheeses. The next one down is our sauce bin that we take to the kitchen table. So everything that we might need on a dinner basis. Then have room for produce, and then in the drawer I had lots of room for fresh produce. In that container is just berries that are pre-washed, and yeah, so lots of room when we grocery shop. Then up here we had our butter. We had one full cupboard for our cheese stuff, then our sauces, hot sauces, salad dressings. There's a really good salad dressing from Farm Boy. I'm excited to try that. Didn't even know we had that before we cleaned the fridge. Then down here we have more sauces and our mayos and chipotle mayos. Then the bottom one is all breakfast stuff. So peanut butter, like I said. We've got all of our stuff for pancakes and butters and jams. So everything that we need for breakfast is on one shelf, which is really helpful. And that is it. That is the full fridge redone. And I know it looks like we threw out a lot, but we actually didn't. It's just more organized. Yes, we got rid of some products that were out of date, but if you just organize your fridge, you'd be shocked with how much more room you have. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any video suggestions for me, please let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys.